star-shaped sunglasses as we welcome award-winning Broadway actor, Joel Perez! And last, but certainly not least, while he's not busy being a Prince of Hell, he's out doing Tony-nominated performances. Give it up for Bryce Pinkham! So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot to talk about, but this show is not only for you, you can be a part of it. This mic right here in the middle.
Not yet.
What's that?
Not yet, right?
Not yet. Well, we're getting to that, but we're just letting them know that at this time you can line up at the mic, and throughout the interview we will go to you guys and get your questions answered.
Oh yes.
Yeah, about that. I did want to say though, guys, I first kind of wanted to talk about that. Now, Hazbin Hotel. Helluva, we'll let him get there.
Yeah, this is why
This guy.
Amir? That's how to do his job.
He's awfully good.
This is almost like a soccer riot.
I love it. Listen, the minute we walk in this room, these vibes, man, you can't replicate this anywhere. So Hazbin and Helluva Bus, one of the best shows, at least out right now, have impacted untold people, not just in this room, also a show that until last week, I didn't give the time of day. If I had $1 for every time somebody recommended these two shows, let's just say I had a much nicer house in a much nicer car. However, once I figured out that I was going to be emceeing this panel, I finally did it. I sat down, called it 9 p.m., fiddled with my Roku remote for about 10 minutes because Roku thinks that an entire remote can be done with three buttons.
Can I know more about your living situation, Zach?
And I started watching. I looked to the clock. It's 2 a.m. And in fairness, same with Helluva Boss. I started it, completely sucked in, lost track of time. Both of these shows are incredible. It is incredible how engrossing they are and how remarkable that they perfectly balance genuine emotion, some of the best writing we've had, and have to be a touchpoint for such genuine emotion and characterization. And so, you guys are the performers. You guys deserve to be very proud of what you guys have accomplished.
Thank you. And I liked when you said fiddle with my remote. That was very exciting.
Both for both of us, my friend, for both of us. All right, so going over to our questions. First up, what is our name?
Hi, my name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. What's your question?
So, my question is for everyone here. What was your favorite song to record / listen to, be recorded, and what is your favorite song to listen to from the track?
That's a good one.
My favorite song to do was Hell's Greatest. My favorite song to listen to, I have a very specific memory of hearing Poison for the first time. Because I heard that like probably 6 months before y'all did, and I went, oh shit. and I remember, I didn't even know Blake, but I remember hitting him up like before that episode dropped, and I was like, man, I can't wait for everyone to like experience this from you. And yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Joel.
I think my favorite song to record was the finale, just to get to like sing some fun stuff with moms. And then I think my favorite song, I remember just hearing the opening number and being like, wait, this show's gonna be incredible. I like immediately hooked. It was so good.
I think my favorite song to record recently was All to You. And thank you. Also known as the Motherfucker song. And I think I liked recording it because it's just kind of a different genre for Stolas and for the show, and for me getting to sing it, I felt like, oh, I'm a grunge, like emo grunge owl for this. And I really enjoyed that. I think my favorite song to listen to is probably experience, similar to Amir's, was when I saw the animation for the sort of complete package for Just Look My Way. I thought the animation was just so incredible that I never knew what they were going to do with it when I recorded it. So that's always an amazing moment when you see what the artists do with your recording, and it explodes it into the stratosphere. So that was pretty cool.
Thanks so much for your questions. All right, hello. What's your name?
My name is Brianna, and I was wondering, whenever y'all were auditioning for y'all's respective roles, how did y'all's auditions go, and what happened in them?
Bryce.
My audition was what we call a tape, which means you get sent some words on a page, and you, in my case, you go to your basement and you record.
That's crazy because I also went to your basement.
You were there. Oh, wait, I was there too. You have both been in my basement. Wow. Are we talking euphemistically? I can't tell.
Quite literally.
So you just record whatever's on the page, and there's a little description of the character, and sometimes they send a picture, and you take your first best bad idea and you throw it out there into the universe, and sometimes you get hired.
Yeah, I first met Viv and the team at Spindle Horse because my friend Andrew Butler wrote a song, The Ballad of Stryker, the song Helluva. So I sang on that track. I was like a little hit with it, and it was like, it's Stryker, which I improvised, and they were like, wait, that's hilarious. Are you an actor? And I was like, yeah. So then I voiced the little goat on that episode, Dr. Sona, that gives Luna a shot. Like, you must be kidding me. And so then, after that experience, then they were like, hey, you should audition for Hazbin Hotel because they're in trouble casting Valentino. And at the time, I was doing a musical with Christina Alabado, who plays Cherry Bomb. And I was like, can you help me with this audition? So she coached me on it, and was essentially just be as insane as you want to be. So I just was like, if you listen to that tape of my initial tape of Valentino, it's just chaos. And that's why I got the job. Because usually you try really, I don't know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go for it. And here we are.
Very similar to Bryce. I just got the sides, and it was like a couple pages of dialogue, and then she had me sing "You Never Fully Dress Without a Smile," and I still have that on my phone, and I know that Viv still has it, just set it off and hope for the best. That's it.
I had to sing "Sway" by Michael Bublé. So stupid.
I can't wait until we drop.
Yeah, we need to release. We'll release the tapes at some point.
Yeah.
Because they're
No, we won't. No, we won't.
Thank you so much. Hey, sick cosplay. All right, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Katie, and I wanted to see if you guys could say each of your favorite lines from
You're slapping.
Mine is not off camera, you're not.
Mine is.
That was the sound of a fucking divorce!
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Madeline.
Madeline, what is your question?
So I have a question for Joelle, I think is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of a basic question, and you probably got asked it before, but what is it like seeing the reactions to Valentino? What is it like playing a character like Valentino?
I love it. I mean, I get a lot of people being like, I'm so sorry that people are being mean to you. And I'm like, I actually kind of get a kick out of it. So I'm like, yeah, I think I did my job. Also, I'm just acting. I need to make it clear that Hazbin Hotel is not a documentary. It's not a documentary. action. You know, it's like, I love that you love him or you hate him. I like playing a character that people have strong opinions about instead of being just ambivalent about. Because if I play a person that nobody cares about, then that's lame. But if you play somebody that people have strong opinions about, it's so exciting. And as an actor, it's fun that Val gets to be super funny and charming, and then also gets to turn and be really dangerous. And you get to explore like all these different parts of yourself as an actor. So it's a dream. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can just pass it on.
Yeah, just pass it. I'm about to say, I think that they made that little trouble. All right, hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Caroline.
Hey, Caroline, what's your question?
My question is, what was the biggest mistake you ever made voice acting?
Biggest mistake you ever made voice acting? I love that question. That's a good one. I got that.
Well, I actually, one of the things I love about voice acting is that when you make a mistake, you can just do it again. Which when you're performing on stage, when you make a mistake,
Not so much.
oops, right? That's the show you're gonna get. So I actually kind of love that you can just be like, can I do that again? And you can.
Yeah, I don't think there are mistakes. I think Joel's right. Like a mistake is just the step to the thing you're gonna find. You know, so I try to make mistakes. I try to just make the biggest mess that I can, and usually that teaches me where I want to go instinctually. And then with the help of a voice director and the creators in the room, then together we can find ultimately what it wants to be and do that a couple times. But mistakes are good. I mean, mistakes are lily pads to success, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a bad choice in the booth, but I think I'm sure there was a point where I blew off an audition that I was probably going to book. That's a mistake.
Thank you. All right, what's her name?
My name is Isabella.
Isabella. What's her question?
What is your favorite scene or episode from Hazbin Hotel, and in this case, my Pinkham Helluva boss?
My favorite scene is the Lucifer Charlie phone call. That's like, because it just feels so real. I love that scene.
I just love It Starts With Sorry. And also just that at all times you can cut to Sir Pentious and he's always just like weeping. He's always just like kind of crying. So fucking funny.
My favorite scene, well, this may be controversial, but I actually like the recent, shall we call it, breakup scene. Only because as an actor, you always want to do the scenes that are the mess, you know? Good stories aren't written about people who have their shit together. Good stories are about characters that have some mess to deal with. And so, as an actor, I like making that mess in that breakup scene. My favorite scene, not including Stolas, is the scene between Luna and Via. You know, when they have that connection that I hope will grow into more of a friendship between the two characters. I thought that was such a beautiful scene.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Isabella.
Hello, first of all, I want to say, welcome to our little town. And what were your favorite childhood cartoons?
X-Men.
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
I loved the Chipmunk Adventure.
Oh my God, so we watched it today. It ages very bad.
To see the world. I would bother. Me and my brothers would just like watch that on loop, and I would sing that like my mother.
That's who I
I definitely like sang that to my mom on Mother's Day.
That was like Caroline particular maybe.
I was just thinking, like, what cartoon song did I sing to my family? And I think it was probably Good Trip, and we'll always stick together. I would say that and Rugrats.
What's up? What's her name?
My name is Eli. My question is, were there ever times where you were so tired after doing your lines that you just face planted into your bed and fell asleep before hitting the pillow?
This is very specific.
I definitely, after I recorded episode 4, I was in a studio, so unfortunately I wasn't in my house to face plant onto my bed. But I definitely had to walk around Midtown for a little bit, just to shake it off a bit, because it was very intense.
Yeah, sometimes we, at least for Helluva, we record a couple episodes in one session. You know, and that can be really, really draining. Especially if you got, I think I remember one session where I had four episodes and a couple songs, and we were there for 4 hours or something like that. You know, and those days can be really, really a lot. So yes, I'm sure that I did that.
Thank you so much.
I think I have no memory of being that time.
Not yet. Thank you so much for your question. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Mark. So if you guys had to swap with anyone else in your respective casts for a role, who would you want to play? Who would you want to play your character?
That's a good one.
I would swap with Alex Brightman, who plays Fizz. Only because that would mean that I could do that voice. And I just think Alex is so talented. He's a friend of several years, and I'm just blown away by that voice in particular. And I would trust him with the Owl Daddy. I would.
Trying to make that voice right now.
I will not.
I would want to trade with Erica.
Charlie?
I can say Charlie. I would love to play Charlie. I just really relate to the sort of idealism and mania, and I would actually love to see Erica's Alastor.
I kind of want to play Blitz. He's also as chaotic as Valentino.
I think you make a lovely Blitzy.
What the fuck are you doing here, Stolas? Don't worry.
Hi, what's your name? Hi, my name is also Bryce.
Oh, hi, Bryce.
I
What's your question?
And this question is actually for Bryce.
Thank you.
Regarding the pilot, which I know that you didn't voice Stolas, but then Stolas sort of changed and developed as a character after that point. And I heard on an interview with Brandon that that was intentional conversation. And I was wondering what some of your thoughts might be about the development from that sort of darker place to Stolas as a more, I guess, somewhat considerate or empathetic or sympathetic character. Just wondering what
I think
your thoughts are.
it's a little bit, as far as I can tell, it's a little bit chicken and egg. On one hand, Vivsy, look, when you make a pilot, remember what I said about just making your best and sending it out there? I think in general, when you make a pilot, you're trying your best idea at the time. And then when you see it, and when other people see it, you go, oh, yay! Wait, you have a lot of reactions to it. And I think my memory of what Vivsy has said is that she had a reaction to the character and said, I think I want to take the character in a slightly different direction. So part of it was, I think, on Viv saying, I want to do something slightly different. And then, is that the chicken or the egg? I guess that's the egg, and then I'm the chicken. And I think when you cast somebody else that brings their own sensibility, I think I just brought a certain something to it that they went, oh, it's over there, follow him. So I don't know which of us chose or we just met in the middle for Stolas, but I know that it was, one thing I remember Vivsy saying early days was I want him to have real heart, I want him to be a beating heart of the show. And so I took that and ran with it, and I think that's sort of where we got, how we got to where we are.
Absolutely love it. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Hello. What's your name? Max, what's your question?
This is for everyone, but I was just wondering how you guys got into the field of voice acting specifically, because I'm planning to be an actor as soon as I get out of high school, specifically a voice actor. And I was just wondering how you guys did that, how you got in, and I'm assuming Hazbin is a YouTube show, and how all of that stuff, how you got there.
Well, check out iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. Website. And you know, it's not something that you can sort of like graduate from high school and start working voiceover, right? So what you need to do is you need to start training, and you need to start being in things. And the way to be in things is to audition for theater and make your own shit and connect with people who are making stuff. And eventually, you'll find your way to voiceover agents and producers and stuff like that.
Right now, I'm a voice actor for a mini-series that's in the works right now. And I'm like making my own show and everything. And the whole 2 IMDb credits.
Your question?
Already step ahead to killing it here. That is 2 more credits than probably over half the people in this room.
I'd also say that, like, at least personally, I am an actor, and then voice acting is just one of the many jobs that one has as an actor. And so I think, like, and you can't really plan on when things are gonna pop up. I didn't know that Hazbin Hotel was gonna be I mean, I knew when I was like, I know this is gonna be really special. I didn't know that it was gonna be as huge and successful as it is now. And now that has opened doors in the voiceover industry that, at least being a New Yorker, most animation is produced out of Los Angeles, so there isn't a ton of animation voiceover work in New York. There's lots of theaters, lots of films, lots of TV. And so I think just keep yourself open to like all the many different ways your artistry can like manifest itself as an actor, and then voice acting is just one of those.
Here's my answer to this question, and it applies to anyone who sees something far off in the distance that they want to do someday and they don't know how to get there. There are 2 words that I give you, and one is patience and the other is persistence. If you can use those 2 together, you can get somewhere that you see, but you're not going to do it with just one or just the other. I think Amir is right. Yeah, that being a voiceover, that's that thing, being a voice actor, that's that thing way in the distance. Well, maybe not so much for you because you're already doing it, but still, like being on a stage like this, that's way off in the distance. So give yourself time to learn. Like none of us got started this yesterday. We've all been training to be actors and working. We were where you are in high school many years ago, and now we're here. So don't compare yourself to us. It's not fair to you. But also be persistent because no one's going to do it for you and no one's going to ask you to do it. So you're kind of in charge of your own company, and you're in charge of also regulating your own ambition that makes you want to do it tomorrow.
Thank you. So jumping a little bit with that question, the 3 of you are also pretty successful theater actors as well. Have you found that your guys' experience on stage benefits your skills when going into the booth for voice acting?
Yes.
Well, no, voice acting is very theatrical. You have to be like pretty extra. You gotta be big. When you're like acting on screen, it's all about being little, throw it away, do less. Whereas you gotta do like the exact opposite as a voice actor. You should be exhausted after each session.
And part of theater training, I'm just watching this toddler over here who's creating like a bridge out of clothes. She's hopping up but seriously, what is she doing? She's playing. And that's what we learn to do in the theater is just play. And there's make-believe going on. Like at one point we were all doing that. It's very natural and it gets taken away from us by the world that needs us to do other things. And theater is a place where you're asked to do a lot of play. And you're asked to invent things and make a world like she's doing over there. And the voiceover booth, I think, see, look, she's getting across the bridge. She made it! The voiceover booth is another place where, in our experience, the greatest successes don't come from your big ideas, but come from a playful childlike spirit that can just say, all right, let's get in the sandbox and see what happens. So that's a skill that is asked for in the theater and the voiceover booth.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Ace.
Ace, what's your question?
It can't be your own character, but if you had to dress as a Hazbin or Helluva character for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh, God. Oh, wow. Well, this is the commitment.
Let's say for a point of clarity, is the attire provided? Do they have to buy it?
Rings of hell.
Who's the what's her name? Beelzebub? Is it Beelzebub? Oh yeah, that lava hair is fucking dope.
You said it can't be your own character, or it can be your own
It
character?
cannot be your own
Oh,
character.
balls. Okay.
I'm gonna take Valentino, actually.
Ooh, yes.
Jesus Christ.
Verosica? I don't know. I'm doing pop here the rest of my life. Thanks, Ace.
Me personally, I dress as Valentino for the rest of my life.
Nice. I want to say, Ace, on a personal note, thank you for lifting the mic up when you screamed and not screaming right at the All right, what's her name?
Olivia.
Olivia, what's your question?
So how do y'all react when children come up and say, I love your show, 7-year-olds, it's come to your show.
So far from the target demographic.
Hey, I'm not their parent. That is not our responsibility.
It's funny. I try to sort of discern what they know about the show, and what I've learned a lot of times, I'll immediately go to the parent and be like, "So do you watch the show together?" And when they say yes, but right, they'll say yes, but not these scenes. Yes, but only the music. Yes, but.
I watched it with my dad and made me skip all of Poison.
Great, good. Right? Or sometimes a parent will go, "Nah, I've never seen it before." I would go, "Yeah, you should check it out." But yeah, I agree. I think that. Look, teens, it's a little harder to sort of say what's right and what's wrong, and I trust the parents on that. But yeah, 7-year-old kids should not be watching our show. But if there's a song in there that their parent is they don't understand these lyrics and they like the song, I'm not gonna get mad at a parent for playing a song in the car that calms their kid down. Do you know what I mean? I'm not raising them. And I trust parents to know what's right for their kids.
Same, yeah. If somebody wants my opinion, I'm happy to give it, but it's not my place to be like, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
You're the first Luke I've seen today.
Ava.
Hi, Ava, what's your question?
Okay, so other than your own character, who's your favorite character?
Serpentious is mine.
Other than Mitzi.
I would say it's probably Fizz, yeah.
No one else.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Ruby. And my question for all of you is, what is your favorite ship? It doesn't have to be your character. Just
I'm classic. I love Shaggy. Love.
I would say mine is definitely Vovo, which is Vox having sex with himself.
how would your characters react to fan fiction?
Ooh.
Being fan fiction of themselves.
Oh, Valentino loves it.
Yeah.
The fact that someone else is thinking about him and writing about it.
What's fan fiction? I think it depends. If it's fan fiction that's sexual in the nature, Alastor would be completely uninterested in that. If it was fan fiction about like some sort of like domination and being in charge of everything, not sexual content, being in charge and like worshiping him, I think Alastor would be into being worshipped. I literally just said not sexual.
Hi, what's our name?
Hi, I'm DJ.
Hey, DJ, what's your question?
I was gonna ask all of you guys what your favorite line is.
You already did that, didn't we?
Did we? Well, then how would your characters interact with each other?
Don't be fucking improv questions.
Listen, I thought she did pretty well.
No, she did actually. How would we interact? It's actually interesting. There's a whole show about this. It's called Hazbin Hotel.
How would Stolas interact?
Oh, how would Stolas interact with Val? Ooh. You do a job.
I'm gonna pass.
Everyone gets one pass. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Ashley.
Ashley, what's your question?
So this is a question for Amir and Joel. Do you guys think that the theory of Emily becoming a fallen angel, like, you think it's gonna happen?
Pass.
Yeah, no idea. I have no clue. Actually, I really like it, but I don't know.
Thank you, anyway.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm moving on to cosplay.
Hi, what's your question?
My question is, so this show is about like redemption and second chances. So what would that mean for your character, or for you, or for Stolas, his relationship with Blitz, and they're gonna break up? But for Val and Alastor, what would redemption be like? Because we all know that the pictures that is, but what would that look like if your character could get redemption?
I was just gonna say that's a really fantastic question that I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah, same. However, I do think it's a really cool, interesting conversation to think about a character how do we as a society feel about people who are irredeemable? And like, it's so easy to see the world as very black and white, and like, are people really irredeemable or not? And I think what I love about this show is that it brings up that question. And I think it's nice to, I think a lot of us grew up in a world where we were told everything was very black and white, good, bad, evil, good, you know, so it's like nice to explore what that really means. And who's deciding that? Who are we, who's making these rules and getting an opportunity to challenge some of the things that we've been taught. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, who among us has not needed a second, third, fourth, fifth chance? You know, as I said, mistakes are the lily paths to success, and sometimes that includes behavioral mistakes and relational mistakes. So I love the theme of your question as well, which is like, how do we allow for people to grow, and the space to know that even their fullest selves, which include complexity and darkness and hidden parts of themselves they don't understand, even that is welcome. And I think that one of the beautiful things about both shows is that here a creator has made a show that takes place, two shows that take place in hell. And it feels like one of the most inclusive places you could be. And I find it so welcoming. The universe is so welcoming. The fact that it's in hell, I find it's just kind of funny and ironic to me. And I think that as well, just the community and the fandom of this show, you know? look around the room. There's all sorts of people here, and that is just so beautiful. And we feel, I'll speak for myself, but I'll imagine that these two feel the same. We feel privileged to be a part of a show that does that, and then creates that space.
Thank you. Thanks so much for your question. All right, what's our name?
My name is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, what's your question?
I was wondering if your character was in a horror movie, how do you think they would react?
What's a what? In a horror movie. He'd be the killer.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I think Stolas would love being the damsel in distress.
Because I feel like Val would also try to be the final girl. Is that the final girl?
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Blake. First off, I want to say I'm so excited. I wish I could help you better. My question. I know somebody asked what your guys' favorite line is from your characters. I want to know what your guys' favorite line is from a different character, but that is like your guys' character's voice.
That's a good one.
Say, take a second.
See, they say crazy shit all the time.
Stab, stab, stab.
Sorry, I fucked your husband.
What's your name?
I think she melted.
What was that? Sorry? Audrina. See your number.
You're fucking plushy. Chris got Alastor. I love it.
What's your question?
Okay, so this question is specifically for Amir. Why do you think Alastor changes colors halfway through the show?
He changes colors halfway through the show.
Yeah, the songs.
Oh, doing songs?
Yeah.
Does he really? I mean, you're cosplaying as him. I'm not going to argue with you.
I never noticed that. That's the first time I've ever heard it.
So real quick, guys, we got about 3 minutes before we're going to wrap this up. So we're going to go to the rapid fire round. So, hi, what's your name?
My name is Hunter.
Cool, what's your question?
So we know that Biz has his own bots. If you guys had your own bot of a character to do wholesome activities with, which character would it be? I know it's a little similar to everyone we have seen before.
I fully don't understand.
Wait, so like
Val has a kitty.
Yeah,
Kitty
like
is
he
a
has
fish
his
bot.
own bot of a different character. Just as, you know, Liz is kind of, I mean, Liz is getting replaced with his bots. So if you had your own bot, like a Hus bot or
I was like, Lunchbot would be great to make me cocktails.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that answer. I like it.
I would too.
No idea. I plead the fifth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name? Awesome. What's your question?
So for season 2, are we gonna like drive things to like whoever is like playing Alastor?
There will be some Alastor backstory in season 2.
Let's keep it to just one.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes left.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for your question. Hi.
Hello, my name is Chris. I have 2 really quick questions. What do
this
you
is
like
limited to
ducks?
one,
Do you like ducks? That is
No.
a very important question. How dare you?
All right, hi, what's your name?
How dare you?
Miss.
Hi, what's your question?
So you're not still losing a little bit this way, but I don't really time for it.
Can you give us one bar?
Next question.
Hi, what's your question?
So with the short that just came out last week for Helluva, my question for Bryce is, being a Goisha and the keeper of the book, can Stolas see the newcomers of hell? And the follow-up, what is Stolas' reaction to Emberlin and hell hitting on your man?
Oh, Blitzy!
is going to be our last question. Last question. Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Allie, and you Hazbin Hotel and Helluva will do a collab together.
Collab crossover between the two shows.
I know Viv has said that
Viv wants to.
Yeah.
Viv
So
wants to.
keep watching, keep it being successful, and then that means people will maybe someday the rings will cross.
Yeah.